Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a retrospective on Family Guy Season 1. This is the first season of Family Guy, the first adult animated TV show I have covered here on Elfish Channel. So yeah, let's get into this. Let's see what the Griffins are going to get up to today. Family Guy Season 1, Episode 1, Death Has a Shadow. I don't think it does, but this episode's called Death Has a Shadow. This episode is actually pretty good. It was pretty boring. There was a lot of cutaway gags at the beginning, which was weird. I have actually seen an episode in the later seasons where they go back in time and like they relive moments from this episode. So when I watched those moments again in this episode, when I'm for the first time, I was like, oh yeah, this moment, I saw this before, oh yeah, whatever, and everything. I guess I don't really seen them, whatever. This is about Peter and, him struggling and he gets in, he get fired and then he gets hired again and then I kind of forget what happens. What does that? He gets rich. I know that, and they get like a emote and everything, and then yeah, he ends up getting arrested, but then he gets freed, and yeah. Overall, not a bad start to the show, but it needs some work. The comedy isn't really there at all. I also love Stewie in these early episodes. He just has so much words to say, and he's just a little baby, and all of his little inventions, and he's probably one of my favorite characters, especially in season 1. Brian doesn't really do anything for these earlier episodes. It's just kind of the voice of reason. And, Meg and Chris are there. Lewis sounds very different to what she does later on the show. She's a different voice actor. Everything goes wrong when Meg takes her driving test in season 1, episode 2. Peter tries to give Meg a driving lesson, but doesn't go well. And Peter then crashes into the TV satellite, and I think Meg was in the car as well. I forget. So he talks about the whole satellite for everyone in town, and everyone's angry, and she puts the blame on Meg. He puts the blame on Meg, Peter, and this is a very Peter-centric season, by the way. Why is Peter's chin so weird? That doesn't matter. Meg takes the blame, and everyone hates her, but yeah, eventually Meg blames her dad after a few days because she did get sick of him, and then Lewis kind of convinces the town that not having TV will be a good thing, and then Peter actually enjoys not having TV. And he's able to use his imagination. And he didn't know that eventually no one would watch TV. Everyone would just watch Netflix and Disney+. Yeah, this episode's good. It's not really as memorable as the first one, but it's still a good story. Season 1 episode 3 is good. I definitely think this is the best one so far. Meg actually makes a friend. Wow, that's a first. And Stewie's first birthday. I don't know if he has another birthday in the show, but he turns 1 in the show. And then I guess all of Meg's new friends turn out to be part of a cult. That's fun. So then Peter has to go and make things right and get Meg back to the party, and then he invites all of Meg's friends to the party, but then they all die. That was really confusing, but I like watching this episode. It was really fun. Season 1 episode 4 is a weird one. We start off with Lewis. Imagine that she's playing piano in front of a crowd, and she's singing. She actually gets to do that at the end of the episode because Peter opens up his own bar at home after he gets banned from going outside because he's in house arrest because he punched a woman because he thought he was a man because he got at a soccer game that Chris was at because Lois told him to go to do that. And then at the end of the episode, Stewie goes back in time to before Peter went to that soccer game, and then Peter trips over Stewie's time machine and he can't go, and this episode doesn't even happen. Yeah, this is a weird one, but I really enjoyed this one. Okay, just, I don't know, Peter annoying Lewis, that's fun. In season 1 episode 5, Peter gets a new neighbor, Joe, and he's on a wheelchair, and he appears a lot in the later seasons, I know, because he's one of Peter's main friends. So that he gets introduced here. We weren't even really properly introduced to Quagmire and Cleveland, yeah. But here we are, Joe, and he's a hero. He's part of the police, and then Peter is jealous because he's a hero and all that. Yeah, he tries to be a hero, and then he ends up going to a bank, and then he gets killed and stuff, and blah blah blah. Lois is a bit angry, blah 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 blah. However, after. And then he learns to be the hero of his own family. This was a bit boring in a few places. Felt like the robbery kind of thing went on for a bit too long. some of these episodes get dragged out for a long time, because like cutaway gag is always take up so much time. Like seriously, man. So F season 1 episode 6 is the first episode about Chris. He's like in Cup and Boy Scouts, and he's been there for like 4 years, and he still hasn't got a badge because Chris is a freaking dumbass. He's the same age as me. Is he like similar to me in any ways? Am I as stupid as Chris, guys? I hope not. And then so they go on the road trip just to get Chris's survival badge, and he runs Indians who steal their car. And this episode was really weird. I'm just confused. Like I don't know really what happens in the episode. But whatever. Peter goes insane, and he sees talking trees. That's fun. I love seeing talking trees in my cartoons. We're in Chris, I guess we're in the spotlight. And Peter, of course, he's always in the spotlight. But Chris is kind of cool to see him. And finally, season 1, episode 7. Yeah, this is the final episode. Might be asking, but we're only in season 1, episode 7. And I say, it doesn't matter, okay? This is the end of the season. 7 episodes, that's all we get in Family Guy season 1, really. It's a really short season. Do you think that Simpsons with 13 episodes was a short season? No, Family Guy whacks out 7. Thankfully, this is the shortest season of the show. This is the first episode about Brian, and Peter makes him shine up for like a dog show. Brian's annoyed because, you know, he wants to be viewed as a human because he could talk, and it's never really addressed in the show why he could talk. But whatever, everyone just acts like it's normal, but you know that's fine. He ends up running away and getting arrested and stuff like that. Peter has to get Brian out of that, and he eventually comes back because, you know, it's Brian. He's a main character. Come on, like it's good to see Brian in the spotlight. It's the first 6 episodes. He didn't have anything to do with the plot. He was just kind of along for the ride. It's Stewie.